got 4 fingers for real.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Somebody say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's go, man.
Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Let's get it, chat. Come on, turn up one time for your boy today, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in today, man. Oh, man, it's that time, chat. It's that time. It's Iron Bowl time, baby. It's Iron Bowl time. I'm gonna have to take a little sip. Take a little sip for this one. Hold on. It's good. Come on, on, chat. Come on, give it up for your boy one time, man. Y'all tap in. Appreciate y'all for tapping that stream. If you're tapping in post-stream, we're at the 7-minute mark. You want to get to the conversation, fast forward to the 10.5-minute mark, and you'll see us talking Alabama versus Auburn. But for now, I want to give all my live viewers a chance to come in live and welcome themselves in, man. Welcome in, hey, AAA family. Listen, it's crazy being a part of that that AAA family, being a member of the Coach Smook Network, isn't it? Do I have to roll the clip back, or have y'all seen the news? There's a reason why Coach Smook doesn't jump on social media when big, real, pertinent news breaks for Alabama football, especially the football program. It's because if you pay attention, those lives, man, come on. Y'all know if I would have said something about Coach Shepard on that live the other day when I got off, you know, I told y'all I was praying for it. I was praying, and I got a couple of messages, and it was something I talked about, the faces that we would see this weekend, right? I gave y'all some insight on some faces that would be lined up, but I could not talk about Coach Shep going to Oregon State. One, because the personal relationship there. Two, it's not professional. It's frowned upon to go and talk about things of that nature or release it, even if you are right or you do know the information. I don't want to mess up relationships. I don't care to be the breaking news guy, but there is ways to discuss things to have fans on the awareness, put them on the level of awareness about what's happening with their team. So if you are members of the AAA family, you knew this. Members, even if you were in the live this past, I want to say Wednesday's live, before I ended the live when I wanted to stay live, post-practice report. As a matter of fact, the post-practice report live, I'm not sure if that was a members only live or if that was actually a regular live, but to each his own. Support the way you want to support. You want that information, continue to support the Coach Smook continue to support the Coach Smook Network. But before we get into the show today, let's do a roll call real quick. I know we're kind of light this morning. Everybody's still recovering from their food comas. You know, all love from everybody. Shout out to Deborah in the chat to start the morning off. Thank you for tapping in. Roll Tide, Deborah. Roll Tide, Dominique Macon is in the chat. What's up, Dominique? Good to see you. Good to see you, Greg. My guy, Roll Tide, man. Good to see you, Greg. Ayo Sully is in the building. He said, hopefully y'all enjoyed y'all Thanksgiving. Yeah, man, I enjoyed mine. I know y'all enjoyed y'all's, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm going to give a quick story time before we get into the show. We at the 10-minute mark now, so I'm going to have to hurry up. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Amanda. How my brother Adrian doing, man? We got to do that Georgia Tech-Georgia matchup today. We'll be on some gaming content today, AAA family, so tap in on TikTok. If you really love the content, you love just entertainment and the support, tap in. What's up, Urban Essence? Good to see you, sister. Good to see you. And what's up, Jordan Wright, Mr. $1 Million Marching Band man himself. What's up, Trey? I see you over there on TikTok, man. Good to see you, man. Y'all get these folks up, man. Wake them up. Go help these folks get out their comas, their food comas. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to do our introductory segment. We're going to break down Alabama versus Auburn. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Jamarcus Shepard hiring and what that means for the team going into this game. And then we'll open up the phone lines at 9 a.m. At 9 a.m., the phone lines will be open. Some of you all have received the first round of automated messages. It should be another set of automated messages going out at 9 a.m. I couldn't remember how to set it up, but everybody, if you are a freaking caller, you might have got a message today. So what's up, the Kinesis? Good to see you in the chat, my guy. I'm about to say, where's wristband at? Kinesis need a moderator badge. That's what he needs. Kinesis has been around, and he's been a solid supporter. Kinesis, would you like to be a moderator, man? Would you like to be a moderator? I know you in here all the time. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Once again, it's your boy Coach Smook here on the Coach Smook Network. And somebody, man, listen. Somebody said it the other day when we were live, and I'm gonna stop the music for this. Somebody said it the other day. It's kind of like a word of encouragement, but also just living proof that when you're authentic, right, you can really you outlast the fake. And so there was, and you all know, I don't mind calling out, like I don't mind being transparent about what's happening, whether it's football related, personal related, or I'll use y'all are like my comfort zone. This is my safe space. The internet can see it, but my people, when we live, I don't care. This is so. When we went through this transition around this time last year, And a lot of those quote unquote supporters left. Guys, we saw a massive change in our memberships. Like, you got to think, we went from having 202, 207 members, I think we had just talked about on that live, to going down to like 100. Like, people just stopped. It was holidays. I expected it. People stopped their YouTube memberships, but now we are climbing like daily, y'all. We've seen like 4 or 5 new members over the last 2 days. And subscriptions is one thing because that's free, but memberships, I greatly appreciate you all. So that infomercial that we're running, people are paying attention to it because I'm seeing more people pop up in the Discord. So I want to give thanks to my community, but I want to say this on top of that: stay who you are. If you are working on becoming a better person, at the end of the day, your better you might not be the version that people that were around you at your worst part of you and felt comfortable around you. They might not like that version of you, and that's okay. That's okay. That means they weren't supposed to be in your life for that season, that coming out season, that season of when you really find out what God has for you and what He truly has designed for you to enjoy in life and experience in life. When you want to embrace that, it's not what somebody else designed for you or what their vision of what it looks like for you is what He gave to you. So enjoy that, embrace it, and be a part of the AAA family, because that's all we may not directly say it to you all, but that's what I live. You know, the best living example of how to be a true believer, a Christian, to love someone was Jesus when He walked this earth, man. And he led by example. He lived what He preached, and that's why that's a part of what I'm embracing now in this stage of my life. So I appreciate y'all for giving me that moment. Now, at the 15-minute mark, let's get into this show, man. I know y'all ready to get into it. Y'all be like, shut up, Coach Smook. But if y'all ready to get into the conversation, somebody type it in chat. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Chad, all right, Chad, let's get into the conversation. I got to type something. I got to return a message real quick. Yo, y'all keep Chattin Morgan in your prayers. Me and him were on the phone this morning. We talked this morning. The state championship game is kicking off in a few hours. So y'all keep him in your prayers. Shout out to my youngin' where it felt good to get the message from him. I texted him to check on him to see how he felt about the Coach Smook news. And he was saying, you know, he asked me, was it true? You know, he asked me, was it true? And so it was kind of a weird feeling, but at the same time, a relief feeling. Like I'm really I'm really an insider. Like the top recruit that Coach Smook, since his arrival on campus, Ryan Williams, Chattin Morgan was his 2 priority prospects in the 2 classes as far as wide receivers when he got to Alabama. The state of Alabama getting those 2 was a huge thing. And so for me to know the information before Chattin, that was kind of crazy. So shout out to him. Prayers up for Chattin. But today we're here to discuss the age-old rivalry. The first football game I understood in my life. And to open this up because I already did my breakdown earlier this week. Friday's show is usually just for the call in the fans. So get ready to call in. We're not going to go past our 9 o'clock time, maybe a minute or 2 over, but get ready to call in and share your thoughts, because we're going to give everybody, we want to get at least 5 phone calls on the show today. We want, the first 2 callers will get a solid 8 to 10 minutes. Then the last 3 callers will get 5 to 7 minutes a piece. Last caller pending, conversation. So let's get into it. I talk about my memories. Let's talk about memories of the Auburn, Alabama, the Alabama Auburn rivalry, and the memories that they stick with you. I remember, and I only recall like plays. You get what I'm saying? I only recall plays, and of a most recent, and I don't care to get back into the prehistoric history of plays and things that happened, but I remember things that impacted me and my surrounding. And my most memorable Iron Bowl was my junior year. No, this was 2000 so this was my freshman year, my senior year of high school. This was the Cam Newton comeback, man, the Cam attack. And when I left my parents' house, because Russell County and Central used to play on the Saturday after the Thanksgiving. That was the first game of the season for Russell County for the most part, and usually like maybe the second game for Central. But that's a rivalry game back home. And I remember leaving. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was my senior year. Leaving my house to go start prepping for practice. We had shoot around 3 hours before tip off, and I remember us being up at halftime. And I remember sitting in the stands watching the girls' game. No, the JV boys was playing when the game was coming to an end that year. And I remember one of my old partner, well, he's still my partner, but one of my friends' parents from Russell County in the stands stand up and yell. Y'all know what they yell. And man, we didn't have the data and streaming and stuff that y'all have, that we have nowadays in 2008. It was just coming to it. So a lot of people were getting the score update like 20 minutes after the game was over. And in Phoenix City, there's a solid divide of Alabama, Auburn. Majority of Alabama, surprisingly, being so close to Auburn. But in Phoenix City, man, you could see the Auburn fans. And that night, man, I just remember that sick feeling in my stomach, knowing that we lost that game to Cam. And then after that, you know, Mark Ingram and Cast and Julio and those guys, they didn't take no more of that crap. Once Greg and then AJ and those guys, they didn't take too much more. I think AJ suffered a loss. 1 year, like the Iron Bowl has been a solid rivalry. It hasn't been so one-sided. Now Alabama may go on a three-year streak every now and then Auburn upsets. But for the most part, Alabama, we've held our hands. We held our own in this rivalry. But the games, if you look at the scores, the games have been good. Hold on, let me see. All right, so let's talk about how things match up as of recent and what they mean going into today. Now, we've seen Auburn historically, and I'm gonna say recent history. They've always had this when we have something on the line, SEC championship game, playoff berth, playoff eligibility, BCS, all of these things. And we're that team, and we need to win the Iron Bowl, and the Iron Bowl is in Jordan-Hare. Auburn has found a way to kind of just be spoiler for Alabama and kind of gift Georgia their success when they've been our downfall. So since 1996, let's talk about 1996. The current record for Alabama Auburn Iron Bowl right now is not since 2006. The overall record is 51-37. Alabama one tie. In some of the craziest games that we've seen in recent, 27-24, close win on the road. 2023, y'all remember that, 4th and 31. And then last year was a pretty crazy game at home with Jalen Milroe and the staff, and Cass doing their thing, taking that win 28-14. 2021, the 4 overtime game thriller with Bryce Young. That one right there, that year, that was the one where we were all holding our breaths. We were all holding our breaths that year. And I mean, if y'all remember, I don't think, you know what? I don't even think I was doing live reaction content in 2021. to it, but I remember being on Facebook and in that trash talking group just talking so much trash. So just looking at the outline, I had to pull the timeline up again. Just remembering the games as you look at the scores, you're like, dang, that was that game. That was that game. So yeah, those are there. So let's talk about this year. Alabama versus Auburn. Who wins the Iron Bowl? Why do they win Iron Bowl? I look at the statistics, the ranking of the statistics, and this is where we kind of get into our football talk now. I had my moments of memory. Now let's take this next 5 to 7 minutes to really just talk about who wins and why. Alabama coming into this game, some of the key stat rankings that I want to point out is 294.7 passing yards per game. That's number 7 in the nation right now. Number 7 in the nation. Alabama's currently 9-2, 6-1 in the SEC. Rushing yards per game right now 109. They're one of the lowest in the country right now, one of the lower teams. Overall offensive efficiency rankings. Let's talk about it. You got Alabama sitting here. Number 12 in points per game. Or as far as Alabama's offense, yes. Number 12 in points per game. What's this? Yards per game. Yeah. Yards per game. Everything Alabama major statistically is top 15. Yards per game, points per game, and yards per play. Top 15 in the country right now. Auburn's defense right now in the country, top 25 overall defense efficiency right now. They're leading, but they're allowing total yards. This is where I see the mismatch. Total yards, 333 yards per game. That's way more than what you can expect from an Alabama offense that has struggled the past few weeks. But still, total yards production, Alabama has not been pushed off their clip as total yard production. As bad as the offense, the passing game has not been as cohesive and the chemistry is not showing up, as bad as the run game has seemed to be or has been deemed to be by a lot of panelists, Alabama has still been able to maintain their overall yard production average for the season. Auburn has had some trouble really containing the run game. They have given up. Alabama is number 1 as far as teams total explosive runs, 20 plus yardage, or 20 plus or more yards, 20 or more yard runs. Alabama is number, I think, 12 in the SEC out of the 16 teams as far as teams giving up. Auburn is number 10. So you're talking about two teams that contain the run game, but the explosive run games have given up the most amount of explosive runs in the as far as bottom tier in the SEC. So these are two defenses that, as good as they have been flashing the past few weeks, you start to see some of the narratives to see if they're true or if they were there those one-offs for those 1 or 2 games in the season. And when I look at the matchups, I look at what's available. Auburn has an explosive run game. They have explosive backs. They have quarterbacks that will utilize their legs. They're not as dependent in their run game. So, I mean, in their pass game. So does that mean that Alabama's their capabilities or their subtleness to give up the explosive run, is that going to be a possibility that it can be exposed this game? It's possible. So you have to factor that in when you talk about who wins this game. But also, when on the flip side, we're talking about advantages of each side and how some of these stats match up, these overall efficiency stats. I look at Alabama's ability to keep a high conversion percentage on third down. Auburn being at the bottom. A lot of their explosive plays do not result in scoring drives. That's the problem with Auburn. Auburn will break out a 40-yard run in their drive and get stopped for 3 or have a turnover in that same drive. Alabama's efficiency stats, you've seen an increase in turnovers for this offense the past 4 weeks. And we still are in the top 10 nationally for turnover differential. So with the problems Alabama is presented with their C game, their D game, overall grade average game, Auburn's best games have been what they have been and who they are. Our C games, their A game versus our C game, doesn't match up. We still would have an advantage if you look at just the stats. Personnel wise, I believe we match up very well. But offensively, them defensively not being able to contain us in the past, what we truly rely on, and them being susceptible, being ranked number 11. I mean, number 10 in Alabama being ranked number 12. They're number 10 in giving up explosive runs. That's not good for offense in Alabama that has shown in points of the season that we can create explosive runs. So when you have that against your defense and then your secondary struggles containing the pass game, it's going to be hard to get pressure on Ty Simpson if you can't contain the explosive run game and the blacks that we have available. Seeing that we're seeing Daniel Hill starting to come out, burst out, and you're seeing Kevin Riley. We saw his explosiveness earlier. If we can get Jam Miller back on the right track, we've seen some flashes from young AK Deer, who I've been getting a lot of buzz about from practice this week. We can see some explosive runs in this game. And if Auburn's going to have all that stacked against them with their limited passing offense and their problems on the offensive line, their inability to cover in the secondary on the back end, and their inability to get pressure with just four up front is going to be an issue. Now, Auburn is getting pressures. Their pressure rate has picked up a lot over the past, 4 or 5 games is what I was reading. Their pressure rate is picked up. So we got to be aware of that. But I look at it, and when I look at it, not just because of this script A on my hat, but when I line it up and I turn on the film and I say A game versus A game, I have Alabama in this game, winning this game, 38, Auburn, 17. I do not believe Alabama's defense will give up more than 10 points. I do believe Auburn's defense can create a turnover, maybe score off the turnover. We've seen some crazier things happening. This is the Iron Bowl. This is not Ty Simpson's Heisman legacy game. None of that. This is the Iron Bowl, a playing game for the Alabama Crimson Tide. You win this, you lock yourself into the SEC championship, and you heighten your chances. You go from probably a 65-70% chance of making it with a loss in the playoffs to now hiding it to an 80% chance, winning on the road in Auburn in a rivalry game in the SEC. So when I look at it, Alabama 38, Auburn 17. So we'll be back right after this message. When we come back, the phone lines are open, 334-625-1121. Call in, share your thoughts here on the Coach Smook Network. But before that, think about becoming a member of the AAA family and joining the Coach Smook Network and supporting our growth. This is how you do it. Check it out. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Let's go, chat. Hey, y'all continue to run the likes up on YouTube, man. We got 23 in the chat. I need y'all to get them likes up. We need, 15 more likes to hit our goal. 15 more likes to hit our 25 daily goal. 25 like goal. And then also on TikTok, I see y'all comments, see y'all tapping the screen. Appreciate y'all for tapping the screen, doing what y'all do, man. Now, what y'all always waiting for, what y'all always excited about. Shout out to Facebook too, man. Appreciate John on Facebook. John Seaton Hall on Facebook, tapping in, dropping a like over there on Facebook. Y'all give it up for John. He's a consistent supporter over there on Facebook, man. Hey, John, if you're still watching live, man, share this live stream in some Facebook groups. There's a lot of Facebook groups I saw that were liking my post that I shared in the group. They don't necessarily get to show up live, I guess, or maybe they're watching in those groups. And my StreamYard doesn't pick up who's viewing the link through that page, so that may be what the deal is. But today, y'all, I mean, just a great opportunity to really experience being a Bama fan. Shout out to my sister Britt tapping in, baby sis tapping in, the AAA baby sister. Look, Pastor B in the chat, y'all. Hey, I got a bone to pick with Pastor B. Pastor B know how to get you motivated every morning. He know how to get you up and get you thankful and grateful. Y'all, the phone line is open 334-625-1121. If we don't have callers today, that's fine, because I want to get some gaming content done today. Plus, I can answer some of y'all questions in the chat. I saw some good questions, and most of them are concerning Coach Shop. I would love to get some thoughts on his hiring over at Oregon State. As a matter of fact, Mary J, we can actually get a banner up. Coach Shep hiring, or something about Coach Shep hiring, Bama losing coaches, something like that. I'm gonna say this: who will take Shep's position? I haven't been around the conversation about him being replaced. Now, there are a couple of staffers there right now that are quality control assistants. They're offensive assistants that have been with Ryan Grubb. That came with Ryan Grubb in the transition from Seattle. They went with him when he left Washington, right? There were a few staff members that were part of that. And also with Kalen DeBoer being a former wide receiver himself, having Ryan Grubb and Nick Sheridan on staff, it wouldn't be crazy to see the likes of maybe no wide receiver coach get hired, right? No wide receiver coach get hired, and maybe a assistant wide receiver coach get, or somebody that's on that assistant wide receiver staff. Coach Tyler Hughes is somebody that I would immediately think of on staff right now, that I believe would be a guy to look at as far as the guy to take his position right now. Well, Coach Shap is going to finish the season now. He's not packing up and leaving this weekend. Nah, it's not happening like that. No, he's going to take the job after the season is completed. That means if we go to the national championship, Oregon State won't have any contact with him or won't introduce him as their head coach until after the season. So that's the parameters around that. Two, who replaces him? Like I said, Tyler Hughes is the first thought that comes to mind. But when you start thinking about names out that's available, there are a lot of young names that we could look for to possibly make a transition into Alabama with this young coaching staff, and a few ties, especially coming from Washington State. Both of those universities, their staffs, check out their wide receiver coach. Oregon's wide receiver coach had ties to Alabama. You got the gentleman at South Carolina and his ties to Alabama. I wouldn't be surprised to see LSU staff kind of see some changes. I wouldn't mind having their wide receiver coach coming. And I'm not putting names on it because I don't know them all by verbatim. Y'all know I'm not a coaching carousel guy, and I don't try to act like I know everything about every coach's staff or what's going on with coaching. I just know when it came to Alabama, I knew what I was hearing, and I knew that when I heard it, I went and checked with some sources, over in I thought it was going to be Washington. I thought the University of Washington was coming back his way. They told me it was a Northwest school. I didn't think it would be Oregon. I didn't think he would be leaving for a coaching position job or a position job. It would have to be a head coaching job for Coach Shep. It'd be either a coordinator, assistant coach, or a head coaching job. And Oregon State, congrats to Coach Shep, man. I'm not by any means upset with it. I'm not worried about how it's going to affect recruiting, other than the simple fact that you may have a situation, because you got to think Chattin W is in on a lot of those conversations with the wide receivers, with his tight knit connection to the wide receiver quarterback room. He's in a lot of those recruiting conversations. He's part of the forefront. Coach Shep, I don't believe, had any ill will or any hidden agenda in recruiting for Alabama. I think his passion for Alabama is the reason why he recruited the way he did, and I think he's going to recruit the same way when he goes to Oregon State. Excuse me, y'all. Got hiccups this morning. All that food I ate yesterday. But the question is out there: does this become a distraction for Alabama, and does this affect our recruiting? Like I told you all, I spoke with Cedarian Morgan very briefly. If you didn't catch it at the beginning of the episode of this segment of this live, then you can either scroll back or you can watch it back later on. But if you want to know the true details of it, I'll be doing it in a members only live here soon. And shout out to Leeway, my guy Leeway, for coming in with the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. You think Bubba Hampton and Hale would transfer with Shep? I can answer that. And we'll get to that. So it's Mark for us. I'll get you Leeway right here real quick, right after I throw this out there. When I talk about affecting recruiting, that's what we were talking about. Keep that up there for me, Mary J. Affecting recruiting. I don't think that guys like Owen Cabell, Brian Williams, or Shadarian Morgan, I don't think they jump ship. I don't think they decommit because of a Coach Shep move. I don't think them decommitting and following him puts them in better position to reach their highest potential. Now, Owen Cabell may be a guy that goes, and like I said, I haven't been 100% sure on his commitment status, because there are two other big name receivers I believe may jump on board with this class. And like I said, a lot of Coach Shep's conversation and things that he's talking about on the forefront with him, just like most of your other big name recruits that's going to be on this, that's committed to this class. Chattin W, Courtney Morgan are right there in that conversation with them. So it's not necessarily just the position coaches making the pitches. Freddie Roach is usually there, with his long, extensive recruiting knowledge and his success. So Deborah Rothschild said Julio Jones. You know what was crazy? Don't get into my takes, Deborah. Golly. Dang, man. I don't know if y'all heard something or if y'all paid attention to something that's been said recently around Alabama football program. And Ryan Williams spoke on it, Coach Shep spoke on it, and Coach Chattin W. They talked about former players that would make good coaches at this level in this day and age, former Alabama players. And every wide receiver, Coach Chattin W, Coach Mo, Coach Rob, Coach Roach, all of them said Julio Jones would make a great coach at this level. He's a great teacher in the game of football. If Julio Jones was to make an appearance as a wide receiver coach, if Chattin W and this staff was to go out and make that type of hire, because it would be a fan hire. Nobody knows what Julio actually does as a coach, right? Nobody knows what he does actually as a developer, as a skills developer, right? But if he was to, if this staff was to go and make that fan hire, man, do you know what that would do for the in-state wide receiver recruiting? You know what that would do for the in-state wide receiver recruiting? Not just in-state, but the recruiting nationwide. Julio Jones isn't just a hometown hero. That's not just a hometown name. Like that dude is a national icon when it comes to the game of football and the wide receiver position. So yeah, let's stay tuned to that, because I will be on top of that. Marquise May said make Julio the wide receiver coach and him the assistant coach. Man, Marquise better sit down somewhere. That man to be on on the headlines, boy. Marquise, you can't put your hands on these boys nowadays, man. You got to be kind of chill with that. Shout out to the Big 31 in the chat on YouTube. Once again, appreciate y'all. For real, appreciate y'all. Phone line is open. 334-625-1121. I know y'all on Thanksgiving break, but yeah, the opportunity couldn't have came to a better coach. Well deserved. Facts, 100% when it comes to Coach Shep. Do you think Bubba Hampton and Hale would transfer with Shep? I think Hale was out regardless. I think there's some misunderstanding and some miscommunication when Hale could have went to the portal this past off season and really found himself in the spot, kind of solidified himself this year and probably retained himself for another draft year. Next year would have been his draft year. But now, because of some of the things that have transpired on the roster, his injury, the coaching staff's decision-making as far as personnel, not sure if Coach DeBoer or Coach Shep handles rotations of the wide receiver room fully, outright. But there were rumors that it's more so on Coach DeBoer and what his personnel or Coach DeBoer shared and mix up, what they send up to Grubb and what he likes to see as far as the way the play needs to develop for that situation. So you haven't seen Jalen Hale, you haven't seen Cole Adams in much impact time. You've seen Derek Meadows, Lashir Brooks. You've seen even Mbakwe this last game. There were some plays that were really targeted to really create space for him. So seeing these things happen at the University of Alabama aren't uncommon, but the timing is kind of crazy. So is Shep dedicated? I think so. I think he is. I've never talked about Coach Shep, or I've never seen Coach Shep or heard about Coach Shep being like an ulterior motive type of guy. Boss. In your room, boss. Hey, put boss in his cage, please. Noah Pierce says, thank you for all that you do, Coach. Hey, man, I don't do nothing but just listen, man. Nah, for real. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate the kind words, family. For real. And that's on Twitter. Appreciate Twitter for tapping in today. I almost did. I shout out Twitter today? I'm sorry. Shout out to the 92 that tapped in on Twitter today, man. We got 126 total between our platforms. Marcus Smith over there on TikTok. What's good? Roll Tide, man. Hey, y'all, we got the phone lines open. I'm gonna keep it open. I'm chilling today, man. I ain't hurting for no phone calls today. I'm not begging for phone calls. I'm here for conversation because we've already did our breakdown. I learned my lesson about regurgitating content because when it's time to create clips, I'm looking at them like, dang, did I post that already? Like, I don't want to get on the show every day and say the same thing. And today, I specifically want to talk about Alabama football. What's happening at Alabama? I talked about this the other day, too. I told y'all I only really pay attention to the inside news of Alabama. Everything that's happening across college football, I'll be aware of it, but I'm not researching it unless I hear something like, hey, coach just got fired over here. He looking to come to Alabama. That type of thing. And so because of the Jamarcus Shepard confirmation, we have been we're putting together our list of possible coaches to come in as wide receiver coaches at the University of Alabama. But like I said, I think this staff, I truly believe this staff may lose 2 more staffers this season. I truly think Coach Cap is high on a lot of people's target list. And we've already heard about Kane Womack last season. Before he got to Bama, the programs that were targeting him, with the drama surrounding Lane Kiffin, not sure when the LSU situation will be finalized, but I'm hearing that it's 100% go. It's all about just finishing the season. Kane Womack could be on his way to Ole Miss. Alex Golis just got the Arkansas job, so that shows you that a lot of things that I've been mapping out. What's up, Day? Good to see you in the chat, man. A lot of things that I've been kind of mapping out and kind of deciphering as they develop. They're happening. Somebody was in the chat said Womack to Arkansas the other day. I said, nah, not likely. I felt like Golis would be either Florida or Arkansas before Womack was Florida or Arkansas. I feel like Womack and those ties with his father to Ole Miss is kind of like the momentum hire that they need. Plus, he has the head coaching experience. and it would be a good hire for Ole Miss at this point, honestly. Probably get that defense get to working. I thought Bubba been gone. Yeah, well, Bubba been gone. Somebody asked about. I just answered about Hale. I think Hale is in the portal though. After this season, I truly do. I truly do. Roll Tide, roll no. Good to see you. What's up, Jack? Good to see everybody in the chat. I see y'all tapping in. Phone line's open for the people that's just tapping in. The phone line is now open. You can go ahead and call in 334-625-1121. Let me make sure it's on because I hope I ain't been missing no calls. And okay, it's on. It's on. I be telling people Ole Miss might get him Kane. Yeah. That's what I've been telling people. Who going to be the new wide receiver coach now? Now he going. J. Cole, I don't have no direct information of a search right now because of the fact that Coach Shep is finishing the season out. And a wide receiver hire on this staff is not a end of the world type of move you have to make immediately. Like I said, Coach Chattin DeW's experience with the position, the offensive staff that he's retained, you can kind of see a left seat, right seat type of situation. And this could also open us up to really go out and look for some prospective coaches as far as what we need on staff going forward. You may see a Band-Aid move transition for this next season, and then they go and make a real hire towards the end of next season. But I would, if it was me, I would see what I could do internally. There's a lot of staffers there with experience. You're not going to be hurting in recruiting as long as you got Courtney Morgan, Freddie Roach, Coach Gillespie is another name to watch out for. Chat. Coach Gillespie might be poached. It might be his time. You're talking about somebody that has found some deep roots at the University of Alabama, but in recruiting, there are a lot of schools that would take him as a running back coach and his experience as a coordinator, right, as an assistant coordinator, and give him an OC opportunity. I'm talking about the Memphises, the Tulanes, the UL Monroes, the Lafayettes, the USFs. Those schools will go for a coach like Coach G. Do you think they poach Grubb? I don't think Grubb is going anywhere. I look at the climate of Coach Grubb's when teams were targeting him as a for the OC job before he and Chattin W went to the national championship. Nobody was really targeting him as their head coach, and it hasn't changed since he's come back from the NFL. And then this year, I think people really want to see how he has done handling the position, being an Alabama play calling. I think he'll become a target if Alabama makes a deep push into the playoffs. I think he'll become a more public target. He's always going to be targeted, but I don't think he goes anywhere this season. I think he'll have at least two seasons at Bama. He'll do two at least this season and next season. Novej, it's your birthday? Roll Tide, it's my birthday. Hey, Roll Tide to Novej in the chat. Y'all give it up for that guy, man. Somebody give it up for that guy Novej in the chat, man. Happy birthday, Novej. From Coach Smook and the AAA family. Y'all give it up for him, man. It's my boy's birthday. Yes, sir. Supporting the Coach Smook Network, man. Sharing your birthday with us today. Yeah, you be doing anything else, but you chilling with your boy, Coach Smook and the AAA family. Listen, y'all. We coming up on 9:30 and ain't nobody called in. So that must tell me y'all want to see some gaming content. I'm an Auburn fan, but I've got a question. Could you see DeBoer going to Penn State? No, sir. I don't think DeBoer takes a lateral move or a step down. That's a step down job. DeBoer is going to want to win something before he leaves the SEC. He's that type of guy, man. He's that type of guy. He did it at Fresno. He did it at Washington. I mean, he's a success-oriented guy. So, and that was a question from TikTok. I wish I would call in and ask these questions. I know it ain't. Listen, let me stop the music. Ain't none of y'all at work. Ain't nobody at work. Nobody. And y'all know we don't have a show tomorrow morning. Kickoff show. We don't have a show tomorrow morning. I'll be at the Iron Bowl at the tailgate doing our Thug Thizzle, representing the AAA family and the Coach Smook Network as we should be represented, right? I'm trying to get me a couple shirts made. Shout out to the 100 viewing on TikTok. I mean, not on Twitter right now. We appreciate y'all for tapping in over there And then TikTok, we had 27 new viewers come through. Appreciate y'all for pulling up and tapping that screen for your boy. And on YouTube, man, we need 2 more likes. We got 40 in the chat on YouTube. We need 2 more likes to get to our 25 likes, live likes goal here on stream, man. 334-625-1121. What's the other topic of conversation y'all got? Because I know everybody just ready. I know everybody just ready for the game this weekend. Do we got score predictions in the chat? We got score predictions in the chat. Look at the bottom banner. If you want your score prediction part of the banner this weekend, because we will be going live during the game, during the Iron Bowl, right? We'll be going live doing some live watch party type vibe. But look at your score predictions at the bottom. Look at the score predictions at the bottom. You got my score prediction 38-17. Yeah, give it up. Then you got Melvin came in on the phone line the other day. He said 29-19 Alabama, and then we had a whole little thing about that. Novesh 31-24, Bama Gump 28-17, the Kinesis 35-17, JP, my God, 34-17, and Jordan says 31-17. So a lot of people thinking Auburn can score maybe 1 or 2. Alabama may give up. Now, what I will say is this: if Alabama's defense plays lights out like they have played the last 3 weeks, we might see a shutout, man. We might see a shutout. King Family Reacts, what's up, man? Roll Tide, my brother in the chat. What's good? Good. What's good? What you don't know good, man? What you don't know good, man? He said Bama 38-13. Bama 38-13. King Family Reacts. Man, hey, listen, that's crazy because I wanted to go 38-13, but the way that Kai has been looking, I think an interception in this game, like an early interception in this game will help him. Call me crazy, and that's not a fair weather take. I just feel like an early interception, when it doesn't matter, when it doesn't hurt us. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, Jordan. But I think an early interception locks Ty in, puts him in a mode where he's like, I'm not losing no freaking Iron Bowl. I could go to the draft. This could be it for me. I think that'd be good. 24-20 Bama. Okay. I like you, bro. If Alabama defense show out, it's a blowout because Auburn secondary is not good at all. Facts. The more possessions we get of offense, the better in this game. I think Cam will win a 50-50 ball leading to a score for yeah. I do see that. Now, if I see a DJ Cam matchup, hey y'all, this might be the first time I see, and I love Cam Coleman. He's a Phoenix City born and bred, one of Phoenix City's finest, a legend when it comes to Central High School and what they've been able to produce over the years of their production and the talent pool that they produce. If Cam Coleman and DJ Lee match up for majority of the game, I'm taking DJ, man. My boy DJ is different, chat. Y'all better listen to me. He's different. And this would be the game, I truly think, because of the quarterback play, Kane Womack would trust his corners on the island this game. And if we see an issue on any one of those boundaries, could we see an emergence of my boy C9, D Cam Calhoun? I would love to see that. Shout out to the 30 likes on stream, chat. Thank you for the 30 likes. We done hit our goal of 25 likes on the stream right here at the 56-minute mark, man. Y'all be killing it, man. It didn't take an hour. I was a little nervous. I thought it was gonna take an hour. I'm telling y'all though, I like that matchup though. I like it. I think it's a good matchup. I'm not saying that he'll shut Cam down, but with the quarterback play, the 50-50 balls that I've been seeing them Auburn receivers have to win. If DJ and ZB play the ball like they have been playing, if Damani Jackson can get back to Damani from Georgia last year, we get some C9 action. We see Red Morgan. Man, this could get ugly for Auburn, man. We just gotta play, man. Bump the juju, bump the black voodoo, all that stuff. We just gotta play our game. Oh my goodness. Mel was at 1929 Roll Tide. Please don't put the money on Cam. Hey, why you playing, man? It might happen. I don't know why why they do it, but they'll do it. And if the best version of the money against Cam right now is a good matchup. But the better matchup, let's get DJ out there. Plus, Auburn offensive line still needs work, bro. They get pushed around. They give up a lot of pressure. Our D line and our linebackers have been finishing the plays in the backfield. I think over the last 3 weeks, Alabama has seen an average of 3 sacks. Last week was the fewest sacks. Still had 4 pressures. Had 2 sacks last game against Oklahoma. 2 broken tackles in the backfield. Could have been 4 sacks. 31-13, Bama. Greg, I see you. But USC, Damani versus Cam, though, nah, hell no. We don't want that. Cam Calhoun has not seen that. Cam Calhoun has not seen it yet. Link defender that can really play like a DJ. Did Auburn and LSU play earlier in the season? But I don't think he had no real opportunities. I don't think Cam for what Cam has had to endure this season, it's not fair for a talent like that. Good morning. What's up, well season gamer? I see you in the chat, my guy. Good to see you, my guy. Roll Tide. I see a pick 6 take to the house. Who you see getting it? DJ? I think DJ gonna have one this game. DJ or Bray? DJ or Bray? DJ or Bray? I think I could see a pick 6 there. And I'm talking about like one that's like middle of the field pick 6. They throwing it from like they 20, trying to hit a deep shot. Undercut, Dijon Lee. Ooh. All right, chat. DJ for sure, both of them. Okay, I can see it. I can see it, J. Cole. Appreciate y'all for the chat rate, man. Y'all chatting real good in the chat. Shout out to Leeway for the $4.99 super chat on the stream too, man. Y'all give it up for Leeway once again. Hey, y'all, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna hit this infomercial break real quick, and when we come back, we're gonna do our closeout for the show, man, here at the hour mark on the Coach Smook Network. And then don't forget, we will be live on TikTok, gaming, doing some content. We're going to be playing a couple of Auburn users. I hope they show up. We've had a lot of Auburn fans talking about they want to play me. I want to record all of them, get them live on stream, so that we can get this content posted before we hit the road tomorrow to head to the tailgate tomorrow morning. So without further ado, man, y'all remember, tap that screen, run the likes up on each platform, and share the stream. Let everybody know that we're live here on the Coach Smook Network. Here's how you become a member of the AAA family. Become a member here on the YouTube channel and get access to that insider content, like the insider news about Coach Shepard ahead of time. Check this out. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at CoachSmookNetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Once again, appreciate everybody for being here on the Coach Smook Network today, man. I listen. Y'all just don't know. Y'all do more than what y'all should do, and it's truly appreciated. I don't care what the naysayers say when it comes to my community, man. When it comes to my community, we different, and I like that. We're different, and we're authentic, and we take care of each other. And before we close out today's show, I want to personally thank every one of you. I'm starting to see the social media support, the public. I guess not necessarily standing up for me. You get what I'm saying? But I need y'all to understand. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand on my own 10 toes, right? I'm gonna hold my own ground. But it does feel good. You all can attest to this too, and you all can agree with this. It feels good when other people look at you and say, I don't care what you think about him. I know him as this. And this is what I'm going to speak out publicly about. And I appreciate that from each and every supporter. And we're going to continue to grow, man. Like, the level of growth that we've seen thus far is definitely something that I did not plan for. And I'm grateful to God for putting me in position and this team in position to do it the way that we do it. Right? So shout out to the team. Shout out to the AAA family. Shout out to all the moderators that have been with us since day one, even the new ones that have came on, and since your day one, you have been consistent. And shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Walk On. Shout out to Rock Barbecue. Shout out to all of the partners of the Coach Smook Network. We appreciate you all for supporting us and believing in our vision and helping us grow. And with that being said, I'll catch y'all in a few. We'll be live on TikTok. Like I said, we're going to be gaming for a while today because I want to have some fun. I want to get some good clips posted on the channel. I want to get some content out because we're going to have a long day tomorrow. We're going to see how good the service is to be able to do our live streaming for the live game watch party. But we will have a live going for the live game day chat. And we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun as always. So, as always, love somebody today. Love on somebody. Tell somebody you love them. Care about somebody. Think about somebody other than yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with thinking about somebody other than yourself. It's a good thing to do. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. And care about somebody, love on somebody, and tell somebody roll tide today. Make them feel better. All right? Make somebody feel better today. Tell them roll tide. And the tide gonna ride. And we're gonna leave Saturday night. We're gonna be back live about 11 o'clock. 10, let's say 10:30 Central Standard Time. We're gonna be live, and I'm gonna be on my way back to Montgomery, Alabama, talking about the win versus the Auburn Tigers. And then we're gonna open the phone lines. We're gonna stay on the phone line all night until the sun come up, celebrating our win versus those Auburn Tigers. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. And if you missed any of the content today or you want to see it, go ahead and scroll back to the beginning. If you're watching this post live and you watched it all the way through, thank you for supporting. You're giving us some extra moolah so we can pay these bills. And I appreciate you all. Every like, every share, I appreciate you all. And remember,
Say, put me in the game.
when you see me in the streets, holler at me.
Coach Smook.
I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. I messed that one up. Y'all be blessed.
Remember, When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Leandre Gotte Giusto.